Hey friends, welcome. We are back to show you how to create with the floral sentiments using the frames in a more traditional way. We're going to color, we're going to use crystal lacquer, we're going to use glitter. We're going to do a lot of fun things, all jam-packed into this fun easel card. If you and I have not met, my name is Emma Lou with Heartfelt Creations. I'm so glad you're here. Together we'll learn how to create some beautiful paper crafted projects using digital downloads the easy way. So join me and let's get started. So with this, I took the Floral Sentiments frame. This is from our Floral Sentiments collection. Now, with this, you can print it out in whatever color you want. So if you download our digital stamp images, you're going to see them in a black version. You can switch them to whichever color you desire, and then you can color them as well. Now, if you are buying these for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, well, I see the stamp image, will it also come with the cut file? Yes, it will. It comes with a PNG file that will cut it out with you, so you do not need to buy anything separately. It comes with the stamped image, which is amazing. So this one we did in a kind of a dark red, dark burgundy as the base. And then I'm coloring it in with our zig markers. So you'd want to go ahead and cut out two different versions of this frame. So you're going to have this one, and then if you want to have the words in a different color, you can print and cut those out in a different color, so those are in the background. So you can do a multi-dimensional project. Now, if you are watching and you're like, hey, hold on a second, Emily, I do not have anything digital, or I have a machine collecting dust, I'm intimidated, I don't know that I want to, is this complicated? Anything is hard until it's easy, right? So I just want you to imagine, or remember back when you first started paper crafting and you didn't know how to use your tools. Well, it's the very same thing with your digital machine, and we keep it super simple. There are people out there that make digital machines super complicated, but we keep it very simple with a print and cut option, right? Now there's many different machines that will do this for you. Finding the solution that you need for what you want to do is what we recommend. So if you need to see the video I did about all things digital and the FAQ, let us know in the comments and we'll be happy to add a link to that video. So I am going to be showing inspiration, so I don't necessarily teach how you cut and print, but we do share some of our top tips in the other video I'm referencing. So once you have those digitally downloaded and you are ready to color them, I would recommend you could color with your inks, you can color with your markers, whichever way you prefer, which I just remembered I need let's see here. I need something that is glossy and shiny that doesn't absorb. Okay, we'll use my acrylic block. That works. You could also use just like a packaging clear acrylic. I just forgot to put something like that out for myself. The colors that I'm using today is from the Zigs marker set that we carry. We do carry some physical crafting basic essentials that we personally love to use or that you run out of in your craft room. The colors I'm using today is pale green, and the olive green, I'm using the carmine red, I am using the cobalt blue, and I am using light carmine. So for the flower, to color this one, I took the light carmine and I just put some on to my acrylic block, and then I use this handy dandy watercoloring tool to pick that ink up, and this will help you blend your color out very quickly and easily. So if you are a person that has been intimidated with coloring, there is a learning curve, but if you follow these simple steps, I think you'll be pleased at how natural and simple it really can be when you are coloring. So there I have that beautiful flower colored. You can go back and you can add more shading if you wanted to by using the dark carmine. I think it's it's carmine red. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of that. Careful when you first go onto your image so that you can make sure that it's not too dark, and you kind of know what you're working with. You can also always go off on a scrap piece of paper and you can kind of test that color off if you are not quite confident. Okay, so tell me what you're loving about what you're learning. We love to see what you're creating with your digital images. And the great thing is you don't have to sit around waiting for the carriers to show up. You can buy these today. You can start creating with them today. No more waiting around, which is so much fun. Okay, so we've got this flower colored. All we is left to do is, excuse me, a couple of these leaves and those curly cues. So for the leaves, I did a two-tone color using the pale green to start off with. So I just put that onto my acrylic block, and I'll grab that color in. Before I transfer to different color families, I do like to make sure that I brush off on a different piece of paper or something to make sure that I don't mix like the red and green together. I'm going to switch to a little bit of the olive green, so that is darker, more of a power color. So I'm a little bit more careful when I go onto my paper again. And we're just going to go ahead and go kind of down the center, add a little bit of shading, and we'll do the same thing on this one. And you're good to go with the effect that I want to do on this leaf. Next up, we're going to do those curly cues. And I chose to do the cobalt blue. So we're just going to go ahead and put that onto our acrylic block. And then we can go through and just add a little bit of that cobalt blue into those curly cues to kind of give a little bit of a contrast color, and we're done. So that is the basics. The floral sentiments are so fun to use. They have beautiful sentiments that come with them that you can cut out with your digital machines. You can fill them in with glitter. So beautiful. Last week I showed you how to do this beautiful, grateful card with the easel as well. I am into easel cards right now like nobody's business. Hopefully you like easel cards and we're friends. There's just something so pretty about those. But this was done with a floral sentiment paper plus elements pack, so make sure that if you don't have that yet, if you get the whole collection, you really have all the pieces to do what you see in front of me today. So once you're finished and you have those two pieces stamped or digitally, when I say stamped, digitally downloaded with the stamped image, and then you go ahead and layer these together. That gives you a dimensional look. That gives it a very handmade 3D look. And then you can go ahead and add your glitters, your prills, your crystal lacquer, which I did on here, and it's absolutely stunning. I feel like it's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but we'll try our best to get close up so you can see it then. So we're just going to go ahead, but we'll do all of that last so I don't keep sticking my hand into it. So you see how pretty that is. Now you could just, you know, do a shape card if you want to, but today I chose to do an easel card. And when I cut this, I literally just cut this a little bit bigger than my frame. Now you can size this frame up or down. You can make it a lot bigger if you wanted to. Last week we really talked about that, like this frame right here is a lot bigger. So this one in its original size would be this size, okay? So you can get lots of different looks. So if you would just print this off in black, print the words off in a dark burgundy red, and then you have something that you can do on a smaller card, or you can use the frames that are already pre-colored in the paper packs. Just download those and cut those out to the size that you want. So for this one, I am going to, I just cut a little bit larger, and then I folded the top in half to create my easel piece. So we're going to go ahead and glue this to the bottom side. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that down here like this. Isn't that so pretty? Now, like I've communicated before with my easel cards, I like to go ahead and put something down on this end that kind of holds it up as an easel. So today what I'm doing is I am adding some of the sentiments that come with that set, which is the For My Friend, which I absolutely love. These sentiments cut out so beautifully. They have so much detail, and with the printing on this in the middle, it is something that I reach for over and over again. When we launched this with our physical products, these sold out so fast. And so many of you have been enjoying them, but I know there's also some of you that really want them in the digital version, and good news is they are here. You can print them off and have so much fun with them. So I am going to put the For My, I'm going to offset this a little bit. So, excuse me. So the For My, and then the Friend is going to, let's see, we'll sit that one down right in here, okay? So there you have just a really quick, a basic card. Now, if you wanted to take this to the next level, you could totally add dimensional flowers on top. Last week we talked about how you can easily add dimensional flowers based on what you have sitting in your craft room. Like something like this would be really pretty on top of that if you wanted to add a little bit more pizzazz, or you could just stamp it again, have that stamped image downloaded, printed off again, and just add a single flower on top. So you can really do as much or as little as you want with that. Now, our next step is going to be adding some crystal lacquer and some prills. I'm going to add the prills first and then the crystal lacquer. So the prill color that I'm choosing today is the Go Mango. This is a beautiful color that I use all the time. We do have it available on our website. We have some prill color basics that we use all the time that we have made available to you as well. But what I want you to do is just go ahead and just put a nice circle of glue. You could also use your glue gun for this as well if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to do a nice circle. Oh, that one's not quite circular, but that's okay. We can show you a trick to make it very nice and circular once the prills are on, if they don't look nice. Excuse me. Okay. Those look pretty good. If you have a prill that's a little bit off to the side, you can just move it around with your pin tip and you're good to go. Now, a quick tip that I love to use if you want to have an image covered completely with crystal lacquer. This is the crystal lacquer. We do carry this. It is what I consider like a clear fingernail polish, a clear varnish, but it is made for crafting. So all you have to do, I'm just opening up the whole bottle, and I am taking a yellow sponge. These handy dandy sponges are just a really cheap sponge that I use for anything like this. And I just add a little bit to that sponge tip. Now, what I'll do next, I already did add crystal lacquer to some of the frames so you can see that shine over it. But I'm going to go back and do it to the rest of the frame so that you can kind of see how I add that. So it kind of gives it a dewy, watery effect. It adds that crystal effect over the top, and it also makes that it stiffens your cardstock if you're looking to have your cardstock be a little bit stiffer. So that's totally up to you. Now, when I do this, I also like to add a little bit of glitter. So I'm taking my crystal glitter and I'm making sure this is just flat, and I'm going to take a little bit of that glitter and just sprinkle it over the entire image that I just made wet, okay? So that really makes a very nice, elegant look. That's very chic. It's very quick to do, and it still looks like you spent quite a bit of time with it. Now, for these words in the center, it might be a little bit hard to see, but I did add glitter on the ones up here. But we're going to go ahead and show you how you can quickly add a line of glitter down in this section. So what I want you to do is take the Dry's Clear Glue with the Artist Fine tip. The tip does come separately. And what you want to do is just add some little lines right in the center of that sentiment. So this is the friend, and I like to move fast so that my glue does not puddle. And if it does puddle, you can wipe it off and you can let it dry and try again. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle that crystal glitter over the top again. I'm just going to bring this off the side to do that, since my tidy tray is a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you have that all glittered up, and then you just let that dry, okay? So it's a very quick way to really make a project look very elegant, yet very simple to do. So I hope these little tricks of adding those finishing accents, adding that easel card, really makes it look like you spent a lot of time with it, but yet it was so simple to do. Now, if you do not have, excuse me, the floral sentiments yet, I'm going to show you a couple samples that design team members have done that you can do with your digital downloads. Now, you can print them in different colors. You can color them like we did with the markers today. You can die cut those intricate dies for the background. You can cut the frame apart so that you can use it with your dimensional flowers. Just look at the intricate beauty of these sentiments all cut out and layered in an oval. So the sky's the limit with these. We've had so much fun. You have been having so much fun with these as well. It's been so fun to see new beginners in digital crafting come back and say, I cannot believe the ease of creating when I just spent a little bit of time learning my machine. Because let's face it, so many of us have seen digital crafters make it so complicated with all the latest tricks and things that they do in their digital programs. But what we're doing is literally just printing and die cutting it out with those digital files, which has been so fun. So with this, one of the things that you do want to know is you can purchase anything full price on the website, but what most people do is they become an insider member. You can do that one of two ways. You can spend $12.99 a month, or you can get a whole year. You get 3 months completely free, and what you get with that is for a 40% discount on your digital downloads. So you can literally become an insider member first, and you can get these digital downloads for the Floral Sentiments today and start creating instantly, which is phenomenal. If you have some basic crafting essentials you're needing, you save a 20% discount on those. You get free US shipping. Our international friends get a 20% shipping discount. And then you also have access to all of the online classes I've ever done. Those are all valued at $30, and there's over 50 in our online class vault. The information that I've shared in there is absolutely priceless. And crafters from all around the globe have taken those classes and have learned so much in the 2 hours that we spend learning and really deep diving into different areas of our crafting journey. So you can become an insider member today for $12.99 a month, or you can sign up for the entire year and get 3 months completely free. I cannot wait to see what you create with the Floral Sentiments collection. You can share your projects right here with us on social media. And if I reference anything with previous videos that you need a link for, let us know in the comments and we'd be happy to give you that link. Take care, and I will see you back here next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with some more creative ways that you can use your digital downloads the easy way, and I can't wait to share that with you.